Now then, welcome back to Magic Farm 3. Another little update video, I guess it's episode 2, but another little update video of what's going on in Magic Farm 3. I am planning to do a series on Magic Farm 3, but right at this minute it is still in sort of like a testing mode. But I'm still going to get some things done. I'm still going to do a few bits and pieces that I would like to show you guys. So here we are again for episode 2. And we will continue for as long as I can keep this world save. There's been a few problems, a few issues this week with the pack being updated. Nothing that I haven't resolved, for myself at least, as you can possibly tell. I'm running successfully on the newest version. As of yesterday, a new version update that I took over, well, that I've downloaded, and it's immediately crashed the system. And I keep track of the bug reports in the forums as well. And Jaded Cat announced that there was an issue and knows what the issue is, and is fixing the issue for the next update. So by the time you watch this, there's probably already an update coming out. In order to get this to work today, to be able to record, I had to take all of the folders and put them all into a vanilla instance. A vanilla launcher. It was an issue with the curse launcher, I believe, which is the problem here. And that is going to be fixed. So, no need to worry. Is this dead? It's broken. I see. My hole's broken. It's because I've been digging all this out. I've been terraforming this little area down here. This little bay, well, a little shallow bit here, I've decided to call the nursery. Yes, the nursery. But back on to what's going on. The setup for the Curse voice launcher is still beta and alpha and all kinds of issues and little bugs that they're ironing out. It seems like it's a very good system. I gotta say, I think it looks like it's going to be a great system. But there's still the teething problems, and it's the teething problems that people are going to have to get over. And to get around one of these teething problems, I went and installed all the files into my vanilla launcher under a new instance with the Forge version 1355. 1355, I think 1355 is the right answer, without checking. 1355, so that I could get started on recording another episode for you to give you an update. Because before, on the Curse voice launcher, it was just crashing straight out and nowhere as soon as you were trying to load the thing up. But that's all fixed. I'm here. I had to take one mod out of the pack in order to have it running successfully. I put all the details into the bug forums and everything as well, so hopefully other people will be able to access the pack and play around with Magic Farm 3 while Jaded Cat is fixing the problem. And I'm sure that won't take too long at all for her. She knows what she's doing. Right. What has led me to this point in gameplay wise? Well. I haven't really done a lot in this world yet. You know that I'm trying to take my time with it just to make sure that the pack and everything's running properly first. Well, yes, that is still the case. I plan to carry on with that tactic. And how am I going to do this? I need a bucket of some kind. Yeah, I plan on still doing that. I still plan on having that as a tactic. Doing little bits here and there just to mess about, just to test things out, right? There is another series that I'm running that is Jaded Cat's Agrarian Skies 2. And in Agrarian Skies 2, I've encountered the AgriCraft. And in the same way, I am short of food here. However, here I've got bushes and seeds and all sorts of things everywhere you look. Animals are attacking me all the time, so I get to kill them for food all the time as well. There's various little Pam's Harvestcraft things growing in the ground, and I've got loads of animals around because I picked this spawn area to be in. So I've got plenty of food here just to nibble on when I need food. Whereas in Agrarian Skies, I do not have the luxury. Sleep. And so food is a big issue. Now we're going to build the biggest badass farm in Magic Farm 3 at some point in the future. And we've got to start from somewhere. Start from somewhere, meaning right here. Another thing, right, so AgriCraft, that's the first thing. Another thing is I like doing a lot of building. I like building off camera. I try and do some building on camera for you as well if I can. And I do my best to get things going. This series is potentially going to be a lot more of a building series, I should think. Because I'm not going to rush through the mods, I don't think. In this case, the inspiration would be something from, say, B00, building with B00. I will try and include you in as much of the building processes as humanly possible while I'm doing this. And I will try my best to keep you guys up to date as often as possible when I'm doing a little project. Another thing, this sort of, the irrigation system that I'm going to be using down here to start off with comes from working with Thrak on Chaos Theory. And he recently did a little irrigation between two pools of water through a little mountain, did some water wheels and things, and I thought it looked cool. So I thought I would probably turn this area into a kind of an irrigated plateau. So I've got a water pool there, and I was thinking of doing some sort of build at the end there to bring the water in, and then get the water to irrigate this whole field between this like valley, and also use AgriCraft. There's some special AgriCraft pieces of equipment, some blocks. AgriCraft, here we go. There's this wooden water tank which collects rainwater, and then using irrigation channels and channel valves and sprinklers, I can then take the water and spread it out across the fields and use the channel valves and sprinklers and learn how to do all of that kind of stuff. Learn how to do it all. And I'm learning how to do it in this Magic Farm 3 environment before committing to it in the Agrarian Skies. And also, I need a place for all of this AgriCraft stuff to happen, because I've got to breed seeds and things and stuff. Yeah, I've got to do lots and lots of things like that. So, we're going to start off by making big things. Big things. So, lots and lots of sticks. Forget all these tanks and barrels and stuff at the minute. We're just going to make loads of crops. And I may make a wooden rake or something as well, just because. A wooden rake is just a fence and that. Okay. I think a fence in this version of Minecraft is still that. Yes, it is. Okay, let's have a couple of rakes in my inventory for laters. Okay. And munch down on some more food. These little handy bags are pretty good, but I'm not 100% sure on how it's working exactly yet, because it sort of randomly collects food when I'm breaking stuff like those little bushes over there. Randomly collects stuff. And if I'm not careful, I might randomly eat something that I shouldn't be eating. So I've got to be careful with that. But anyway, crops. Now, these crop sticks, I don't know if the recipe is changing at all. Aha, there we go. Yeah, the recipe's changed. So it's just 4 sticks like that. Previously, the recipe was this. Or you could do that. But now, I think that conflicts with something somewhere. So Jaded Cats has to change it to that to sort that out. So I'm going to make loads of these because I want to find out how all of the properties of these crops and how it all works. That's the important factor, is how it all works. I'm going to be learning it, figuring it all out. I'll keep some spares there. I've got 2 stacks. That's more than enough, really, isn't it? So first off, before I go mining and get myself a pick and get iron and get a bucket, I can't move any of this water around. So I'm just going to irrigate like this for now. I'm going to rearrange and rebuild most of this some other time, but for right now, this is how I'm going to do it. And hopefully it just will do the job, is the main thing. As long as it does the job, we'll be okay. And I want as many areas for the nursery, as I'm going to call it, as possible. With as many crop sticks from AgriCraft as possible, so that I can... Yeah, I thought that was the end. So that I can breed all of the different types of seeds and have them growing. So this is going to be like a the farm nursery, exactly as it sounds, really. The farm nursery, where all of the young crops go to be created, and then I'll take them to their own sort of field area later. This irrigation system is not pretty at the minute. But, like I say, we've got to get it working. I could potentially have a too wide gap between water streams, couldn't I? Thinking about it. But, never mind. Let's do it this way anyway. Okay, so, first up. Planting the crops that I've got on these things here is going to be important. The cross ones, I didn't actually want the cross ones. The cross ones are for breeding, and I didn't want to do the breeding here. I wanted to get at least one of everything growing, or at least something that I can eat regularly to get started. So I'll do some seeds in this first row. I got a fair few seeds, so we'll do the seeds in this first row. Get some wheat growing. I can then breed animals and also make myself bread and stuff like that. So there we go. The next run down to here, I want to start off with that and then start trying to add seeds up together, and I believe I can do this. Let's try with a bell pepper seed. I'll put a bell pepper seed in there, and I believe that it will grow onto the next seed eventually, potentially, and something like that. Yeah. And then down this way, we're going to do the similar sort of thing. I'm going to try and grow another seed batch. Let's have carrot seeds, for instance. So we've got some pigs that we can do. So I'll put some carrot seeds in there, right? So we're going to leave these for a little while and see how they progress. We're going to do the same thing over this side, though, a little further away, just to make sure there's no crossbreeding or anything in between the two. And I'm going to put stuff like a melon seed in there. I'm just basically going to give a home for all of the things that I've got so far. And let's do the same over here with a sugarcane. And nothing's laid out properly. Sugarcane's going to need sand then, I'm guessing. Let's see if I can put crops in sand over here. Crops in sand and put sugarcane on it. Yes, I can. Awesome. Okay, so as this is Magic Farm, I'm going to need a lot of paper. So I'll just do a few round this edge here, because we've already got this edge here. I'll take that, thank you. Just to get started on that one. There we go. I'll probably need cactuses and stuff as well. And then I'm going to try and do a little bit of breeding up the seeds here as well. Just because. Okay, this is just how I'm going to experiment. So we'll be back in a bit after I've done this for a little while. And let it all grow a little bit and see what happens after a short period of time has passed. Well, the first thing I've noticed is these little weeds. Look at this. Weeds have sprouted here. And I think that's what this rake's for. You right-click the weeds with the rakes and then that takes them away. But that means you have to put the crosses on again. I think these ones have grown across. And these ones have grown across. So overall, that's been a success there. Over this side, these guys, they've grown across as well. Whoa, 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 whoa. Who are you? And what do you want? Who are you? Who? Jaron Tits. I have no idea. It didn't say I'd killed Jaron Tits. I don't know. I don't know who that was. But they were uninvited on my land. Get off my lawn, boy. We've got Chris coming in from the side over there as well somewhere. Or that way. Ah, well, never mind. Yeah, these seem to have grown across nicely. These seem to have grown across nicely. These two are still just starting. I'll put them in last. This has got some weeds in. Let's get rid of the weeds and put the cross on again. That is chili peppers, so that's crossed across. So these are actually growing onto the next one. So I'm duplicating my seeds by sprouting across. This again, duplicating across, so the rye seed has grown, and that's encouraged the growth into the next plot on. This one is eggplant and eggplant, so that's good. Basically just did the few seeds that I've got. Actually, this is growing okay, so when... that's it. I didn't do those ones. So over here we got to check first. Dum, 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 dum. I'm forgetting my own experiment now. Right, so here was going to here. This is weeds. We get rid of the weeds and grow on, please. Grow on. That's getting ready for there. No. That's weeds on there. Oh, I didn't even get to crop that one. Awesome farming skills. Awesome farming skills. But the carrots did mature and grow over. And the bell pepper has got weeds on it. Okay. Maybe not the same then. That's mature. Oh, there we go. That was quick, wasn't it? That was an instant, like, knock the top off and grow the bell pepper seeds. So now I should have a new bell pepper plant growing there. That's awesome, isn't it? That's very clever stuff. Very clever stuff indeed. And you can walk through these crops, which I'm pleased about as well. That was worrying me with my ideas for designing the farm. And then I can just right-click off the crops like this. Yeah, it's a very awesome mod. I can see why the Phoenix Lodge guys decided to build a whole pack, basically built around it, and why it's going to see a lot of space in a lot of mod packs, I guess. It's just a little bit grindy, isn't it? But the idea is that you can manipulate it so that you can make all of the different types of seeds, which is the best bit about it. I like that. I like that a lot. Nothing coming to get me. Okay, we can have a look in here. Right, so, for instance, I've got all these kind of seeds that I've never heard of that are AgriCraft seeds. And I should be able to crop mutate them by putting an orange tulip seed, which is from AgriCraft, and a red stonedronia seed. I'm guessing that gives us redstone. On soil needs living wood below. Oh, interesting. So to mutate that, it needs something underneath it. That's a clever little tactic for us. Okay, let's have a look at general seeds. What would I say I wanted? Let's get rid of all this stuff. Here we go. Pam's Harvest Craft. Let's say we're going to get the whole of Pam's Harvest Craft sorted out. Spice Leaf. Spice Leaf doesn't require an extra block. Just any soil or farmland that it can go on. And we go tea seed and chili pepper. Tea and chili pepper together will make spice leaf. Or crying fruit and sugar cane will make it. That's interesting, you see? That's interesting. I like that. I like the method. Oh, it's gone dark. I was looking at king slime. Oh no, there's a king slime coming down from over there. He's right amongst all those animals. I've avoided going over there because of all the animals. I don't really want to kill all the animals just yet. But that is a really awesome little system, and I'm going to carry on just messing with it over the rest of the next week. And then get at least the basics together to get the irrigation system sorted out and things like that. Do a little bit of mining, get my pick updated. Speaking of pick updates, check this out. This pick is now got quartz modifier on it. Quartz modifier. It actually gave itself the random sharpness, which means that I've got an attack 10 on a pick. And every time I attack, it goes up in level as well. I've hardly done any mining with it, really. Hardly any mining at all with it. I'm saving that for my flint pick. And there we go. Right, let's sleep. Okay, so next up, I need to go and do a lot of mining. So really, there's not a lot I can do this episode to show you anymore, other than eating all of my food that I've been getting myself pretty awesomely. I shouldn't need to worry about food now I've got that going. That AgriCraft stuff was actually quite easy to do and quite quick to grow. So I should have bumper harvests in no time, really. I've just got to work out how I want to lay it all out and start messing around with other bits and pieces in it. Put some corn in there. Actually, I don't have any corn, so I better keep that for a seed. And make the bread. Alright guys, well thank you very much for watching. I think this is probably a slightly shorter episode than you should expect from me in the future, anyway. I will be messing around with this over the coming weeks, along with the regular series, and eventually this mod pack will be awesome enough to actually get started on fully and properly. And we may see that I do a few changes when that time comes to include a few other people on a server. We shall see. Hi guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next episode of Magic Farm